Gibby, I guess that was as good a game as any for the offense to show up.
Yeah, Rutz. I mean, well, that's really what we're all about. Yeah, we desperately needed that, a breakout. And you look at how the game finished up. Those runs really came in handy, But I mean, it wasn't an easy game, even though we had a big lead. It was, Stroh really battled. I mean, it was a grinding night for him. They battled him hard. He's kind of in and out a little bit with his command, but he got the job done. And we made Cueto work pretty good too. So the home run ball, which is what we're known for, was a huge part of the game.
Jerry?
Given all that Tulo's been through, how gratifying do you think that moment was after that home run? You could see him looking into the dugout and seemed pretty pumped.
Well, Jerry, I mean, you think, yeah, he's it's been a battle for him. He's he's still in pain with that shoulder, but he's gutting it out. But you look at it, I mean, really in two must-win games. I mean, he's had the big home runs down there in Texas, down 0-2. He hit that big home run to help us win that one down here. And then this game right here, backs against the wall. He hits another big 3-run homer. So he hasn't been getting a lot of hits, although he has lately. But they've been big hits.
Right here in front.
John, it's been so good for you guys these playoffs. Can you explain your thinking behind bringing him into the game tonight?
Well, I mean, it's a playoff game that you need to win, and things were starting to roll the other way. Ideally he doesn't get into that game, but you know what? It's not an ideal world. 7-run lead, you're feeling good, but you're not. Things starting to happen. So I mean, that's normal game, regular season game. He's not in there yet, but didn't want to use him. Had to use him.
Over here.
Given how things went for Ryan Goins in Game 2, was it nice to see a little bit of a redemption for him? Yeah,
it was. And he felt good. I mean, he's been carrying that load around a little bit. But yeah, he stepped up, really got us on the board with that great at bat. Picking up those 2 runs, the base hit to left, and of course then the home run. He's doesn't hit many home runs, but he's hit a couple key ones this year for us, and and that was a key one again today to help add on. So yeah, it was really the perfect game for him. The day after, he'll feel much better about himself.
Jerry?
Yeah, what happened with the Tulo ejection, and you saw it unfold? Did you have any idea what was going on?
Well, no, I didn't see it happen. I knew they were jawing a little bit back and forth, when he rung him up, and then apparently carried over onto the field. That's my take on it. Didn't end up factoring, so I'd rather not comment on it. So, I mean, it's just there's a lot of high tension in this game. And John Hirschbeck's one of the best in the business. He's been at it forever, and but that's the way it goes sometimes, really.
On the right, Allison.
Pilar just had a great game. Just your observations just on his catch, first of all, and then just his role in the second, just beating out a grounder, stealing a base, diving, just one of those games.
Well, really, it was a huge catch, but it doesn't surprise me. I mean, really, he's been doing that all year long, and I've mentioned to him a few times. We kind of take that for granted because that's what he does. There's nobody better out there, and yeah, he's on a nice little roll with the bat right now. He's really swinging well, but he's really he's a first-year player. He's had a tremendous year for us, and he's a great base runner. He's one of those guys that does everything in the game. Plays the defense, gets some big hits, can steal a bag, good base run, all that stuff, and really guys like him get lost on this team because of the guys up top in the lineup. But he's been a key guy to have those guys help have big years.
Just 2 more over here.
The bats obviously broke out tonight. You got a fly ball pitcher going tomorrow in this hitter's park. Does that feel like a bit of an advantage for you right now?
Against Young? Yeah. Well, he's been tough on us. He does elevate the ball a lot, but it's watch when he's on, it's tough to catch up to. It's awful enticing, but guys have trouble really getting to it and getting on top of it. But we got Dickey going knuckleballer, and hopefully he keeps it out of the air too. I mean, if there's one area that if that ball flattens out at all, he gives up some fly balls too. So, but he's had a tremendous year for us. We expect him to be good, but yeah, you look at what our guys have done against Young. He's pretty much held most of us in check.
Okay, and on the right.
John, the Royals manager said Cueto had trouble with his command, but your guys really made life difficult for him by working the counts. How big is that for making 25 pitches the first inning, 25.
Right. Well, really, that's kind of what we do. You know, we have a tremendous power hitting lineup, but also those guys have great discipline. They, you know, and they'll take their walks. That's who they are. They're not really your typical power hitters. So that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, and I thought, excellent approach. You know, we didn't get carried away. We just made him work, and it was really kind of a night like that for everybody. You know, Stroh had a little bit of a tough time too commanding the ball, and they threw out a lot of hits on him. So yeah, it was just really one of those games.
Allison, and then we'll let you go.
With Stroman in the fifth, how critical was that for him? The Royals could have maybe crept back a little bit, but then he kept it under control.
Well, yeah, you know, we had low going just in case. I mean, he was getting near the end there, and you know, just had that feel. And you know, my memory from 2 days ago, I don't forget that one. You know, and sometimes things get rolling, it's tough to stop it. So, but you know, he got out of that, and then you know, pitched well, got us through another inning or so, and which was big. You know, and we were able to get to our bullpen guys. They are there for that. So, yeah, it's you know, it's kind of, you know, we've talked about how Kansas City's, you know, definitely a pitcher's park. This is a hitter's park. So we've seen it, you know, and especially in our division, we play a lot of slugging teams. So 4 or 5 run leads is really nothing here because it changed like that. Even you look at what Morales did in the 9th inning, you know, smoked it. Next thing you know, it's getting a little hairy, you know.